Chosen one, listen closely and receive this with a quiet heart. You have been carrying more than you show, moving through your days with a tired strength that few people ever notice. There have been moments when you smiled on the outside while your inner world felt heavy, moments when tears stayed private, hidden in silence, moments when hope whispered instead of shouted. You have questioned your own clarity, not because you are weak, but because you are thoughtful and honest with yourself. You have felt the strain of waiting, the ache of effort without visible reward, the loneliness of being misunderstood even while surrounded by people. Yet through all of this, something within you has refused to die. A small, steady light has remained, and that light is not accidental. If this message resonates with your spirit, comment Amen and let it stand as a quiet agreement. Beloved, the season you are in is not random, and it is not punishment. What feels like confusion is actually a refining process. What feels like delay is a careful rearranging. You are not being pushed aside. You are being repositioned. There are doors that once looked promising but carried hidden harm, and those doors are closing now, not to deprive you, but to protect you. At the same time, paths you could not force open are slowly becoming clear, not through struggle, but through alignment. This is not about rushing forward. This is about being placed where your growth will be steady and your peace will not be constantly threatened. Chosen one, hear this deeply. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. Resistance is not proof of failure. Some things have taken longer because you were being prepared to carry them without losing yourself. You were being strengthened in ways that do not show up on the surface. Discernment, patience, emotional endurance, wisdom. These are quiet forms of power. They do not announce themselves, but they change everything. What once overwhelmed you will not overwhelm you in the same way again, because you are not the same person you were. Listen, you are protected even when you feel exposed. You are guided even when the next step feels unclear. There have been times when you thought you were standing alone, but unseen support has been steady around you, holding you back from choices that would have cost you your peace. You may not have understood why certain connections faded or why certain plans dissolved, but clarity is returning now. You are beginning to see that not everything you lost was meant to stay, and not everything that stayed was meant to lead you. Beloved, your heart has been learning balance. You are learning how to care without overgiving, how to hope without self-betrayal, how to move forward without dragging old pain with you. This is growth, even if it felt uncomfortable. You are becoming someone who chooses wisely, someone who pauses before reacting, someone who trusts inner signals instead of external pressure. This shift matters more than speed. It ensures that what you build next will last. Chosen one, strength is settling into you quietly, not the loud kind that proves itself, but the grounded kind that knows when to act and when to wait. You are no longer meant to chase validation or force outcomes. Your role now is steadiness, attention, and integrity. Each small, wise step you take is enough. Each moment you choose clarity over chaos is progress. Each time you honor your limits, you are honoring the path ahead. Listen and breathe. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being shaped for a life that fits you more honestly than what you once tried to survive. Move forward with calm confidence. Protect your peace. Pay attention to what feels clean and steady inside you. Let your actions come from alignment, not urgency. You are walking into a season where discernment will serve you well, where consistency will matter more than intensity, where quiet confidence will open doors that force never could. Chosen one, stay with this flow and let it settle gently inside you. There is a reason your spirit has been stretched instead of shattered. There is a reason you learned endurance before ease. You have been trained in stillness, not because movement was denied, but because discernment was required. When everything inside you wanted answers, you were taught how to listen. When everything around you felt unstable, you were taught how to stand. This is not wasted time. This is formation. Beloved, the weight you carried refined your inner voice. You learned the difference between impulse and intuition, between noise and truth. You learned how to sit with discomfort without letting it define you. That skill will serve you more than instant success ever could. Many people reach outcomes without preparation and lose themselves in the process. You are being spared that fate. What is coming toward you is meant to add to your life, not consume it. Listen, there has been a subtle healing taking place beneath the surface. Old disappointments that once replayed themselves have begun to loosen their grip. Memories that carried sharp edges are softening. This is not forgetting. This is integration. You are no longer trapped inside what hurt you. You are learning how to carry wisdom without carrying pain. This is maturity of the soul. It brings calm where there used to be reaction. It brings clarity where there used to be fear. Chosen one, there is a quiet confidence returning to you. It does not announce itself loudly. It shows up as steadiness in your decisions and restraint in moments where you once overextended. You are no longer required to explain yourself to everyone. Not every misunderstanding needs correction. Not every silence needs to be filled. You are allowed to move at a pace that honors your well-being. This is not withdrawal. This is self-respect. Beloved, protection does not always look like walls. Sometimes it looks like redirection. Sometimes it looks like an ending that saves you from a longer struggle. You have been spared from entanglements that would have drained your energy and blurred your purpose. Even when it felt like loss, there was grace at work. Even when you questioned your path, there was guidance holding you steady. Listen carefully. You are learning to trust what is calm. You are learning that peace is not boredom. It is alignment. Chaos once felt familiar, but familiarity does not equal destiny. You are being drawn toward environments, thoughts, and rhythms that support your growth rather than test your survival. This shift is gentle, but it is profound. Chosen one, your inner strength is becoming visible through your choices. You no longer rush to prove yourself. You no longer cling to what resists you. You are choosing what chooses you back. You are allowing time to reveal what is stable. This patience is not passive. It is active wisdom. It is strength under control. Beloved, there is an invitation in this season to simplify, to focus on what is essential, to release the need to manage every outcome. Your responsibility is not to force the future, but to prepare your heart for it. Integrity, consistency, and presence are enough. Small, faithful actions are shaping something solid beneath your feet. Listen. The sense of being watched over is not imagined. There is care surrounding you that you do not have to earn. You are not supported because you are perfect. You are supported because you are sincere. Your willingness to grow matters. Your honesty with yourself matters. Your quiet perseverance matters. Chosen one, there will be moments ahead when clarity arrives without drama. Insight will come as calm understanding rather than sudden revelation. You will know what to do not because you are pressured, but because it feels right and steady within you. This is guidance that respects your agency. It does not rush you. It does not frighten you. It strengthens you. Beloved, you are becoming someone who can hold responsibility without losing tenderness. Someone who can move forward without abandoning compassion. This balance is rare, and it has been cultivated intentionally. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a form of intelligence. When guided by wisdom, it allows you to navigate life with depth and care. Listen and take this in. The future you are stepping toward is built on alignment, not exhaustion. It will require effort, but it will not require self-erasure. You are allowed to rest without guilt. You are allowed to say no without apology. These boundaries are not walls against others. They are foundations for your own stability. Chosen one, your life is not measured by how quickly things change, but by how deeply you grow. Progress does not always announce itself. Sometimes it shows up as fewer regrets, clearer mornings, and quieter nights. Sometimes it shows up as peace that stays even when circumstances shift. Beloved, there is wisdom forming in how you observe before you speak, how you pause before you commit, how you choose honesty over convenience. These traits will guide you toward relationships and opportunities that respect who you are becoming. You are no longer meant to fit into spaces that require you to shrink. Listen, you are allowed to trust the process unfolding within you. You do not need to compare your timeline to anyone else's. Your path has its own rhythm. What is meant to mature slowly is doing so for a reason. Depth requires time. Chosen one, there is a steadiness being anchored in you that will not easily be shaken. You are learning how to remain centered even when external conditions fluctuate. This inner grounding is your strength. It allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It allows you to build with intention rather than desperation. Beloved, you are stepping into a phase where your discernment will be your greatest ally. You will recognize what aligns with your values and what subtly undermines them. You will sense when to proceed and when to wait. This awareness is a gift earned through experience, reflection, and resilience. Listen, you are not required to have everything figured out. You are only required to be faithful to the next wise step. Each step taken with integrity compounds over time. Each moment you choose clarity over confusion strengthens your foundation. Chosen one, there is peace available to you now, not as an escape, but as a posture. It comes from trusting that you are guided, supported, and capable. It comes from knowing that your worth is not dependent on constant achievement. It comes from honoring the growth that has already taken place. Beloved, let your actions be calm and deliberate. Let your words be measured and sincere. Let your expectations be grounded in reality and hope. You are not meant to strain toward what is not ready. You are meant to prepare yourself to receive what is aligned. Listen and remain steady. You are becoming someone who can walk forward without fear, not because uncertainty disappears, but because your inner stability has grown. You carry wisdom earned through patience. You carry strength refined through endurance. You carry a quiet confidence that does not need to prove itself. Chosen one, remain present in this quiet unfolding. There is a sacred intelligence shaping your days, not loudly, not forcefully, but with intention that respects your inner pace. You are learning how to hear what matters beneath the surface noise of the world. You are learning how to move without haste and still arrive exactly where you are meant to stand. This is not stagnation. This is stabilization. Beloved, your sensitivity has been tempered into discernment. Where you once absorbed everything, you now sense what belongs to you and what does not. This shift is subtle, yet it changes how you walk, how you choose, how you respond. You are no longer required to carry emotional weight that was never assigned to you. You are allowed to release responsibility for outcomes that do not align with your values. This freedom is earned, not given lightly. Listen, there is strength growing in your restraint. You have learned that not every feeling demands action, and not every thought deserves agreement. You have learned to sit with yourself, to breathe through uncertainty, to wait until clarity settles instead of forcing resolution. This patience is not passive. It is active trust in your own capacity to decide wisely. Chosen one, your path has required inner honesty. You have faced truths that were uncomfortable, not to shame yourself, but to refine your direction. You have acknowledged limits, adjusted expectations, and softened where rigidity once caused pain. This honesty has brought humility, and humility has brought stability. You are becoming grounded in who you are, not in who you feel pressured to be. Beloved, there is a quiet rebuilding taking place. Foundations that were once cracked by disappointment are being reinforced with understanding. You are learning that resilience does not mean enduring endless strain. It means knowing when to pause, when to realign, and when to let go. This wisdom will keep you steady as life continues to unfold. Listen closely. Guidance often arrives as calm clarity rather than dramatic signs. It shows up as a settled sense of rightness, as a decision that brings peace instead of tension. You are being led toward choices that preserve your energy and honor your integrity. This path may look simple from the outside, but it is rich with intention. Chosen one, you are no longer defined by what did not work. Your identity is not tied to past attempts or missed opportunities. Those experiences shaped your awareness, not your worth. You are allowed to evolve beyond earlier versions of yourself. Growth does not erase where you have been. It transforms how you carry it. Beloved, your inner world is becoming more spacious. There is room now for rest without guilt, for joy without suspicion, for hope without pressure. You are learning that peace is not something you must earn through exhaustion. It emerges naturally when your life aligns with your values. This alignment is taking root. Listen, there will be moments when progress feels quiet, almost invisible. Do not mistake stillness for stagnation. Seeds grow unseen long before they break the surface. What is forming within you is durable, patient, and well considered. It will not collapse under pressure because it was built with care. Chosen one, your presence carries calm into spaces that once unsettled you. You are learning how to remain centered without withdrawing. You are learning how to engage without losing yourself. This balance is rare, and it has been shaped through experience rather than theory. You earned it by staying attentive to your inner truth. Beloved, you are becoming someone who listens more than reacts, who observes before deciding, who trusts clarity over urgency. These qualities will guide you toward relationships and responsibilities that respect your boundaries. You are no longer meant to negotiate your peace to belong. Listen and receive this assurance. You are supported in ways that do not always announce themselves. Protection often appears as redirection, as a pause that saves you from unnecessary strain. Trust that what aligns with your well-being will remain, and what does not will gently fall away. Chosen one, your journey is teaching you how to build slowly and sustainably. You are learning that meaningful progress is measured in consistency, not intensity. Each thoughtful step strengthens your foundation. Each choice made with integrity adds stability to what you are creating. Beloved, there is dignity in your patience. You have not rushed your healing, and you have not forced your future. You have allowed understanding to mature naturally. This maturity brings peace that does not depend on circumstances. It brings confidence that does not require comparison. Listen, you are allowed to take up space without apology. Your needs matter. Your limits matter. Honoring them does not diminish your capacity to care. It preserves it. You are learning how to give from abundance rather than depletion. Chosen one, the road ahead favors steadiness over speed. You are prepared for this pace. Your awareness, your resilience, and your discernment will serve you well. You do not need to anticipate every outcome. You need only remain attentive to what feels grounded and true. Beloved, there is a quiet joy emerging from simplicity, from mornings that feel clearer, from decisions that feel aligned, from evenings that rest easily. This joy is not dependent on perfection. It is rooted in acceptance and presence. Amen settles softly into this moment, not as an ending, but as a grounding breath, a steady agreement between your inner world and the quiet truth forming within you. Chosen one, let this word anchor you as you remain here, present and attentive, allowing calm to spread where tension once lived. You are not arriving late to your life. You are arriving prepared. Everything you have carried has shaped your awareness, refined your patience, and clarified your values. Nothing has been wasted, not even the moments that felt empty or unclear. Beloved, there is a gentleness returning to you, the kind that does not weaken resolve but steadies it. You are learning how to move forward without bracing for impact, how to breathe without guarding every inhale. This softness is strength in its most sustainable form. It allows you to remain open without being fragile, engaged without being consumed. You are discovering that peace is not the absence of challenge, but the presence of trust within yourself. Listen, there is a deepening respect you are developing for your own rhythm. You no longer force yourself to match the urgency of the world. You no longer confuse speed with progress. You are honoring the pace that keeps you whole. This respect shapes your days quietly, influencing how you begin and how you rest, how you decide and how you recover. It creates continuity where there was once fragmentation. Chosen one, the clarity you sought outside has been growing inside. You are noticing it in the way decisions settle more quickly, in the way doubts no longer spiral endlessly. You may still feel uncertainty, but it no longer overwhelms you. It passes through, leaving insight instead of fear. This is discernment taking root, steady and reliable. Beloved, you have learned how to hold disappointment without letting it define your future. You have faced moments when expectations fell away, when plans dissolved, when effort did not yield immediate results. Through all of this, you remained present. You adjusted. You learned. This resilience is not loud, but it is unbreakable. It supports you now as you build with intention rather than impulse. Listen and remain here. Your inner landscape is becoming more spacious. There is room now for reflection without rumination, for ambition without anxiety, for hope without pressure. You are learning how to let thoughts pass without attaching your identity to them. This skill brings freedom. It allows you to choose responses that align with your values rather than react from old habits.